How's it going, everyone? My name is Pengu, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 6, where today I'll jump in and give you a full guide to the summer season in Mascot Party. Starting off with our rewards here, the 2018 Exomotive Exoset Sport V8 XP5 is going to be available at 20 points. And then at 40 points, we'll have the 1969 Datsun 2000 Roadster. Both of these are going to be some pretty cool cars. The Exoset is probably going to be really quick as it is just scaffolding with an engine. So it's going to be incredibly light and probably be able to put out a lot of power and downforce. So look forward to that being potentially a pretty strong car. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the first challenge. We're going to start off with the photo challenge here, where we're going to take a photo of the 2013 Wuling Sunshine S at the Hokuryu Sunflower Farm. All right, over here in the Sunflower, going to go ahead and take a photo real quick. Try and get a decent looking photo here. That'll be challenge completion, and then I'll show you guys where it is on the map really quickly. So it's going to be here, basically dead center of the map, right near the Horizon Invitational event. So if you guys find this Horizon Invitational event, just a little bit to the left of it, you're going to see this yellow part on the map, and that's going to be where you have to go with your Wuling to get this photo challenge. Next up here, I'm going to do the treasure hunt, where we'll need to be in the Shimanoyama region, and we're going to likely be in the racetrack here, as I'm seeing some of the tire walls in the background. So I'm going to head over there and show you guys where this is at. Over here at the Shimanoyama circuit, I'm going to go ahead, just drive straight forward. And then off to the left here, where you can see all these other people, you're going to have our little treasure chest right here. It's going to be 100,000 credits, as it is every single week. And then if you need to see it on the map, it's going to be over here on the left side. There's your Horizon Festival. Just head straight up. You'll find the festival circuit that you're going to need for one of the later challenges right here. So you can go ahead and just fast travel to that, and then you'll be able to get yourself the treasure chest. Next up is going to be the weekly challenge, Delightful Drop-Off, where we'll need to own and drive the 2017 Japan Taxi. We'll then need to earn 3 Feed Me skills by smashing vending machines in the taxi. We'll then need to park at any car meet, and then take a photo of our car at the Tokyo Central Railway Station. Got our Japan Taxi over here in Tokyo, and I'm just going to drive around until I see these vending machines. Challenge 3 is just going to be to park at any parking space in a car meet. So we're just going to go ahead, pull in, and that'll be completion for challenge 3 for us. For our last challenge here, we just need to park in front of the central station in Tokyo, take a quick photo, and that'll be challenge completion. Just to prove to you that that was correct, there you go, that'll be challenge complete. And to show you guys where this is on the map, it's going to be over here on the right side of Tokyo. You can just look for this kind of darkish brown train track kind of running down here, and when they're all meeting, you get this weird like street pattern right here. That's going to be where you go ahead and park up. Next on my list is going to be the time attack circuit. We'll need to take a D-class eclectic domestic around the Edamame time attack circuit. And if you're wondering where the Edamame time attack circuit is, you're going to need to come over to the left side where the stadium is located for the Evolving World that'll be taking place for the entirety of Mascot Party. This is going to be a brand new time attack that'll run for the entirety of the month, where you'll need to achieve a time of 48 seconds or faster in your D-Class Eclectic Domestic. I do highly recommend upgrading whatever car you choose to use here. You can use your Japan Taxi if you toss upgrades on it, as long as it is still D-Class. Fun little circuit here, definitely worth doing some runs on. I do actually think I will be probably running it a good bit to maybe get a leaderboard time. And now on to the PR stunts. Our PR stunts for the week are going to be a speed zone, danger sign, and drift zone. We're going to need a B-class retro sports car for all 3, so I'm going to intend on using the same car for all 3 of them. If you want to copy exactly how I do it, I'm going to be using my own tune for the Skyline GTR from 1992. It should be able to get the job done, no problem. There's going to be the share code for you guys if you want to go ahead and download it. No worries if you guys want to use a different car or use your own tunes. I'm going to start with the Hakone turn speed zone, where we need to achieve 80 miles an hour in a retro sports car. It's going to be located in the south of the map, just south of Tokyo and just north of the Space Center. I do recommend getting a pretty long run up here, as you are going to be in a B-class car and you do need to achieve 80 miles an hour, and these turns are pretty tight, so you're going to have to brake pretty hard to actually get through them. That's going to be the speed zone down, onto the danger sign. For the Tanbo launch danger sign, we'll need to achieve a score of 590.6 feet. I'm going to give myself a pretty good run up here as I'm starting almost at that little Y shape and coming all the way up to this danger sign, trying to maximize our speed. If you're using my tune exactly, you will struggle to hit the distance if you don't give yourself a long enough run up. That's going to be our danger sign complete. Onto our drift zone. The Kawazu Nanadaru Loop Bridge Drift Zone, you're going to need 65,000 points. For those of you that aren't sure where it's going to be at, it's going to be located just left of Tokyo here. And I also recommend coming in and starting on the top side of this zone. This zone goes down in a spiral, and trying to drift up is usually just going to be harder. So carrying momentum by starting at the top will just make your life a little bit easier. With their score only needing to be 65,000 here, definitely don't need to worry about being some godlike drifter. This is not going to take too much effort, as this drift zone is very long and has pretty forgiving corners here. If you really need to, you can ride the walls on the outside and you will pretty much rack up the points for free. This tune that I have is quite grippy, so it's not going to be able to get crazy amounts of points, but as you can see, we've had no issues with whatever you call what I'm doing right now, because this is very much not drifting. By no means a PB, but it'll get the job done here. To complete our seasonal job here, we'll need to jump into Raku Raku Express and complete a full 3-job shift to get credit for this, get our 3 points, and it'll give us credit for a Japan taxi. So if those of you who don't want to go ahead and spend the credits on one, you can get one for free by just doing the seasonal job. And for those of you that don't know exactly where you need to go for Raku Raku, it's just going to be located in the top left side of downtown Tokyo. There'll be a giant orange marker with a food bag on it. You just go right there, fast travel to it, and you'll just need to complete a full shift, like I said earlier. I'll quickly show you guys me doing the deliveries, but you don't need to get the exact deliveries that I do. You just need to do the 3 deliveries to complete the shift. For those of you who have never done a Raku Raku before, you're going to need to jump in, use the car given to you, and then go ahead and complete the mission assignments. You're going to have to start out by going and picking up the food and parking at the location to pick it up. And then after picking it up, you'll be given a challenge. For example, in this one, we had to get drift score. Starting out with 2 stars, we had to get 100,000 points, and then for 3 stars, we had to get 200,000 points. You can spend as much time drifting as you want, but you do have an ultimate timer that you have to complete the delivery in, so I recommend just going for 2 stars for the most part here, as going for 3 stars, unless you really care about the credits and grinding your reputation, is just not going to be efficient. While you're doing these deliveries, do not stress about the target times or anything like that. As long as you complete the jobs and get the full shift done, that's all that matters here. You do not need to be perfect and get perfect stars on every single delivery. As you can see there, our shift progress says 1 out of 3, where we'll just need to complete 2 more of these deliveries, and then we'll get that completion in the festival playlist. Just make sure you're clicking take another delivery and not end shift when you're going into your next one. And there's going to be 3 out of 3 on the shift progress, which means we can click end shift and we will get credit for that in the festival playlist. This brings us to the trial Offroad Scramble, which will reward us with a Corvette from 1953, where we'll need an A-Class total buggy or off-roader. I ended up selecting the Nissan Patrol here from 1972. This is a really cool car, but it is going to be DLC, so for those of you that don't have it, I highly recommend the Subaru BRZ Forza Edition, which you can grab 500,000 credits up by the ski resort if you haven't already. We'll come across the line in third for race number 1. If you don't have this Nissan Patrol, I can also recommend the Jeep Trailcat, which was able to win and come in second, one being driven by the AI and one being driven by an actual person here. Our team will do just enough to get the win in this first race, so we only need to win one more out of the next 2. This second race here is going to be a little bit more technical in terms of its cornering, so do be careful if you have some crazy high horsepower vehicles. It is going to be a little bit more challenging to actually keep control of them on this circuit. We'll come third here as the Trailcat will yet again take first, and then this time our Aerial Nomad is going to end up coming second. Definitely better on this track as it is more downforce and corner heavy, whereas the Nomad in the more high speed tracks doesn't keep up. I don't know what the third race is going to be, but for those first 2 races, you got a mix of a really, really top speed heavy and a really, really cornering heavy. So keep that in mind when selecting your car. Small But Mighty is going to be our first seasonal championship of the week. It'll reward us a Honda S800, and we'll need a D-Class Eclectic Domestic. When booting up the seasonal championships, I do highly recommend doing them co-op if you have the ability to. Don't necessarily want to do it online with randoms, but if you have a friend that plays the game, trying to get them online to do it will just make your life so much easier as you only have to complete 2 races instead of the full 3. The next seasonal championship is going to be Dango Dashes and will reward you with 5 seasonal points, a BMW Isetta, and will require an S1 total supercar. To get our 3 points from Horizon Stunt Party, we just need to complete any Horizon Stunt Party that pops up. For those of you who haven't done one of these, you're just going to need to jump in at the top of the hour and you'll see them pop up all over your map. There should be 3 to 4 that you can jump in and try and do. You just need to knock out all 3 levels of it and then you'll get credit for this one right here. On to our daily challenges for the week. Rivals, where we'll need to beat a rival's ghost. Air skills, where we need to earn 3 air skills. Time attack, complete 3 laps of any time attack circuit. Speed trap, earn at least 1 star from speed traps. Car meet, park in any car meet. Road race, complete a road race, and Stunt Party, finish round 3 of a Horizon Stunt Party. Lastly, we have monthly rivals, where we'll be back on the Edamame circuit in the 1970 Honda N600 to post a clean lap. For those of you that don't do monthly rivals often, you just need to post a clean lap, which means no rewinds, no hitting of walls, and no missing checkpoints. Other than that, take as long as you want to cross the circuit. that's going to do it for the Mascot Party Summer Festival playlist. Leave a like on the video if this was helpful, and drop a comment down below if you have any more questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. In the next couple days, I'm going to put out a video that's going to be kind of going over my general thoughts on the game right now. I think it's in a little bit of a rough spot, especially with some of these recent festival playlist updates, as they just kind of haven't hit the mark. Especially with this last one really kind of dropping the ball in terms of new cars and fixing kind of the issues that this game currently has. So be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.